That was like a divine experience for you there, Jeff.
They've got good beer here.
This was Din Din. This was a fancy restaurant. Do you remember anything about it?
Yeah, we came here from our hotel the first night we were in Prague, and there was a line coming out the door, actually, and somehow we managed to get a table almost right away.
Hey, this is a replay of a game. Do you recognize any of the teams, Jeff?
Yeah, there's the cheating Cowboys, and
No, it was the Buccaneers they were playing.
oh,
Detroit won this game.
yeah.
But it was interesting.
But still, the Cowboys cheat.
Yeah, certainly. Well, this is part 5 of 6 of a trip we took to Central Europe. My name's Dennis. This is Jeff here, and we just had a grand old trip. So I'm going to check out the music scene here. There were a few places, a few clubs, and I was just dying for some live music.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening, and this was like the main street in Prague, and a lot of big-name stores. I think we walked past a Rolex store. You could spend some money here if you wanted to, for sure.
Ooh, I recognize that. They're Americanized that way. And Coca-Cola, yeah. I recognize that.
F100, go Ford.
Yeah, that's interesting. This was a custom cab. Well, neat. It was, well, it's different in a different country for sure. So everything's a little bit different. Not everything's as cool as America, you know. No, it's got its charm. It's always fun to check out a new city. Everything's virgin territory, and it's like...
The thing about Prague is, like, a lot of their old town area, it was almost like a little Disneyland version of Europe, where nobody actually lived there anymore. Everything was stores, restaurants, Airbnbs.
Hey, I think I got a little live music here. Let's see. Just for a second there. There's some nice bars in Prague.
Yeah, they've got a tremendous bar scene. Most of the absinthe you see here is fake absinthe, so don't even bother.
That's like a licorice thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's supposed to make you hallucinate, and the stuff they have here doesn't have wormwood in it. It's just basically mouthwash.
Oh, not good.
No.
Fat Cat Beer House, but then this cannabis, that's not the real deal. That's like the CBD.
Also BS, where the stuff you're buying there does not have THC, so...
What's the point?
Well, you can sell stuff to unsuspecting tourists.
Well, here's that absinthe again. I guess they made motorcycles, too.
Well, no, I mean, it's a big moneymaker, and you'll see it in the windows of every liquor store. They're trying to pimp this stuff out, and they sell this stuff for inflated prices, and it's garbage booze.
Well, that was a museum
flavoring.
shop. Maybe that was authentic there at that. Who knows? But buyer beware, right?
Yeah, just don't even bother.
All right.
The beer is good enough.
Yeah. And the people seem like they like to, they had a thirst for alcohol to some degree, you know?
Yeah, I think the Czech Republic consumes like one of the highest percentages of beer in the European Union.
Oh, this is a blues place. You got to go down under. This is kind of cool. And there was no cover charge, but you had to get there early and often to even hear this. But let's listen in. Yeah, this was an interesting place to walk around. It was a cool club. It reminded me of like the Cavern Club, but different little rooms where you could sit and relax. I, of course, wanted to see the musicians, but this was all full here. It was hard to get at. Yeah, that was a cool little place. If I could have sat down, I probably would have stayed a little longer, but a jazz scene. I prefer the blues. How about you, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm much more of a blues fan personally, but yeah, that was cool. I don't know if the bass solo was entirely necessary, but
Well, that's what they do, right? In
yeah,
jazz, they all do their.
it seems like everybody gets their turn, but really, does anybody want to hear a dude doing a bass solo? Especially, that was a pretty pedestrian bass solo. So,
It just happened to be the time that I was there.
yeah, I know. It's just funny that.
Here, though, we'll get some rock and roll. You like this band, right?
Which band is
Led
this?
Zeppelin.
Oh,
Oh, I
Zeppelin?
I
Yeah.
showed the poster, but it was kind of a corridor here, and then it was downtown again. But we'll check this all out. Oh, wait a second. That was the end of the first set. And it was like, damn, my timing was way off. So they're going to change and going to get set up for another band, which is the Led Zeppelin band. So my wristband was good. I said, I'm going to walk around the neighborhood a little bit. So I'll be back. But this was an interesting graphic. This was kind of like a main street that had a lot of the cultural things. So the youngins hanged out here, but the opera will be up the street. We'll see that. But it had a lot of nightlife. Didn't you feel like Prague, people stayed out late?
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a party town.
Yeah. Young city. Oh, we should have gotten. These are the price. Oh. I don't know. It's almost like I half remember what I just saw a few months ago, but I should have previewed this again. But it's like, damn. But it was nice walking around and just doing window shopping or checking out different places. So there's some babies again. We saw a lot of babies on this trip that had wings. They had a name for those guys?
Yeah, cherubs, Dennis. Cherubs.
Cherubs. Babies with wings.
Yeah.
What's that, Jeff?
It looks like Prague Castle.
Yeah, it's cool when they light things up at night like that. Kind of makes it stand out.
Yeah. Man, that's on a higher hill than it looks like from there.
And they have nice bridges, too. Well, here's... The cell phone maps are great. And so you can get all... You can't get lost, basically. But... Yeah, the architecture spectacular. And nighttime things certainly take on a different reflection or different look because of the lighting. So, but
Yeah,
some
it's funny. Eastern Europe gets panned a lot for their architecture, and I think that's mostly because of some of the places like Belarus and places like that. But when you go to Hungary and the Czech Republic, it's like, holy crap, they did some nice work there.
love. It's a big heart there. But yeah, I think this is the opera type. They had a plaza here, and I think they had a few things here.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, horses with the chariots, always a good scene. So Ukraine, the Czech Republic, and whatever the last one was. Like the sculpture. This was in a lobby, and I wanted to go up that staircase, but they had a performance going on, and there was a security guard right there. So, darn. Now to get money, though, this is probably the best way, right, Jeff?
Yeah, just don't let them convert your funds to whatever ridiculous percentage they're giving out there in the machines.
Okay, so this is the Led Zeppelin band. I did a little walk around and then came back, and so here we go. We got some heavy rock here. Okay, what'd you think of Led Zeppelin?
Yeah, it puts a smile on my face that rock music is still appreciated somewhere in the world, and I'm sure Muddy Waters never imagined that his whole lot of love would reach an audience in Prague. That was originally a song that he created. Led Zeppelin looked at all the lyrics
Hey,
for
hey, hold that thought. This was a youngster bar, like a karaoke bar. Well, that was a youngster type bar there, Jeff. Uh, 20, 30 something. So I felt kind of like an old fart a little bit. But it was so hot uh, down there, anyways. It was like, you needed some fresh air. Well, the youngsters seem to like it. So that's, if you're a millennial or I think Gen Z. All right, we got the streetcar action going here. They got quite a few routes, and even at this time in the evening, the streetcars were filled with people. Tons of people walking at night. Yeah, well, there it is. They got good, accurate times. So, yeah, you would think most people would be in by the end of the night. And they have casinos here. There was quite a few advertised. I don't know how those work. I never checked in on it.
Yeah, I don't know anything about casinos in Czechoslovakia.
Well, they were there. The rooftop club, this looked like a big to-do too. I think this had a nice cover charge attached with it. I didn't check it all out. Well, this was the VIP entrance. If this guy would move, it'd be a little bit better. But look down yonder, Jeff. Can you see all that? She was welcoming you inside. A little temptation, like you have like an eight. Yeah. Yeah. Here you. What do you? Of course she's. But yes, right this way. well, well, you could probably take it any number of ways, right? So.
You don't want that slice, though.
They had a lot of those.
Greasy looking slice.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, but yeah, sometimes look at this Detroit calling. I got a kick out of this. In a window here, they had a display, a shout out to Detroit, the Carhartt label. How about it? They got some rugged clothing, and there's the label. And look, it's like all fashionable and stuff. Well, this was a fancy drink. I decided I went to like a little party store at the end of the block and wanted something to drink. That was some kind of fruity drink. It was crazy. They washed their streets, I guess, at the end of the night here. Yeah, look here at 1 o'clock on October 20th. Look at the streetcar action here. Then here was a building. It's amazing what they can do with lights now, but this is quite fabulous. It just changes all number of colors. So it takes a little while. It's kind of purplish, pinkish. It's God. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, there. I couldn't wait long enough. So here it's orange. Oh, it did a bunch of colors. Trust me, I wouldn't lie about that. But look at the boots. Yeah, the cleats, though. You're ready for action with that. That's a sport boot. The doors are fabulous, too. I say art is everywhere. Yeah, you can find it just in a simple door. And then there's something with ducks. What were you saying? You knew something about the ducks.
They got a lot of ducks in the river, I know that. People are feeding them
And then this, yeah.
that was good stuff.
What is that kind of? Like a moonshine? Brandy?
Yeah, it's a sort of brandy. One brandy.
Okay. And that's locally made, so
Oh, yeah.
you're shopping local. Buy local, shop local, drink local. Yeah.
Nastradi.
Oh, this was our hotel, right? Yeah.
This is the second night.
Small elevators.
Everywhere in Europe, they have
Yeah.
these little tiny elevators.
Well, this would have been breakfast the next day. Every
For some reason, beans. I don't know.
baked beans go 24/7, Jeff. Any day of the week. Any day of the week. But yeah, I like that they had that. But yeah, look at this spread.
Yeah, this was included with our reasonably priced hotel room, actually. And I left a $100 charger here, I believe.
By accident?
Yeah,
Good job, Jeff.
yeah.
Now,
Somebody got a nice
yeah.
charger on that deal.
Well, they got a nice statue here. Yeah, this place was just fabulous. October 20th, by the way, was a Friday. So we were checking out Friday morning. This was the door thing. It felt like a 20-pound weight.
Yeah, you
Or
could
check
whack somebody over the head with that if you needed to.
a pet set. Well, here's looking at some of the money they have here for the Czech Republic. They had some big bucks here, so you felt rich. Let's put it that way. And some of the coinage. What were they? Kronos?
Yeah, Coronas.
Not like the Mexican beer Coronas. But yeah.
Slightly different.
There's their penny. I don't think you can go smaller than that. And then this is the flip side. They like their lions, too, over there, which is great. So there's Lion fans all over. You're a Lions fan, aren't you, Jeff?
Go Lions. Sure.
Wait till next year. We'll even roar some more. Yes. All right, so what kind of, we're going to take some transit on out of here, right?
Yeah, I think here's. Oh wow, what the hell is that?
There's dogs everywhere. But
I
yeah,
don't know if that was a dog or if it was a rat.
there's diversity in dogs, just like in a lot of things. Let's see, the only bank that you'll ever need.
That's a lie. I don't think I'll need a Czechoslovakian bank anytime soon.
That's a license plate there. That's a sporty car we got going here.
Porsche Cayenne.
She's got nice shoes. But we're waiting for a ride. Forget. Oh, we went up to the hill. This was the next hotel we went to.
Oh yeah, this was in Malostrană or something, right?
Still in Prague. This was the last night that we spent here.
Lesser town or lower town or whatever they call it.
You'd have to explain to folks, but just look at the furniture and Uh, this was just crazy.
Yeah, we got a way
For
bigger room our last night, and it was across the river. Everything was cheaper, and you even got a bidet.
yeah, no, this was crazy to see how they do. Yeah, they had a regular tub and a shower. Oh, this was a fabulous place. Where did you go to hotels.com?
I think I got them on Hotels.com, and should mention that recently there's been a bunch of scams surrounding Hotels.com. Apparently, they got hacked, and you might end up getting notes from somebody that's representing themselves as being part of the hotel, and it's not really them. So watch out for that.
Yeah. Well, a great public service announcement. You're going to scare everybody. No, we had a great trip, right, Jeff?
Absolutely,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's you always.
just gotta use common sense.
There you go. That's what you tell people.
Common sense is don't get on one of those little lime scooters.
Hey, is that Pinocchio or Donald? What?
Hmm.
I'd have to put on a little more weight, but they got all the puppets. Yeah, there was a big hill. So where are we heading, Jeff? You know this place. You know the history.
Well, I think we're headed up to Prague Castle, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And yeah, it was everything up in this little part of town was up and downhill.
Yeah. Well, it's on the
You got your workout in.
shores of the river. So sometimes there's banking. This looks like it's 3D brick, but no, it was flat. Well, almost flat. Look at it up close. You can see there's a little bit of relief to it, but and then the door handle, it works too. You gotta love it when things that old still work. Here and then the sewer grate. Art is everywhere. You got a special turnkey to open that one up. Then this is yeah, a fancy statue here. Green women. You know anything about that?
They're green. Yeah, this is when we got to the top of the hill here. Thankfully, they had a place where you could stop off for a beer on the way.
You
I think that's it where I got a small liter beer.
Yeah, you stayed here, caught your breath. I walked around and then gave you time to
I leisurely sipped down a liter of beer to recover from the climb up the hill.
here's like those Instagram things. So if you're a young whippersnapper, that's how you do it. You see that all over the place. But strike the pose or whatever. They're probably some version of the Swifties. You know, you've heard about that, haven't you, Jeff?
Yeah, all I know is that a bunch of chicks trying to skank it up in front of historical sites for.
Oh, Jeff. Jeff.
We
No.
ought to take a club full just like that.
Jeff, be nice. Be nice. You
I was being
you remember when you were young? Oh, I get a kick out of seeing the different generations and stuff and seeing what they think's important or what's cool. And then you get a nice view. Right? You like the view, Jeff?
yeah, it was a great view.
Yeah, it's hard. Everything's got the same kind of roof line kind of thing. So, yeah, but we're up on a hill, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, I think they regulate how tall you can build things in downtown Prague, and that was a view of the old town.
They're just starting to have the fall colors change. I was thinking when we booked the trip that the fall colors would be primo season, but yeah, it happened after we had left town. But yeah, look at the tiles there. They're all red. Then there's some people on top of that building, so that might be some kind of special building. And that might be downtown. They might have let them put up a few high rises. I wasn't that by the train station? Oh, changing of the guard. Man, it seems so solemn. It's like, did someone die? But I guess that's how they do, right?
It's precision marching there. Gotta give them their credit. They know how to do stuff.
That's quite the crown on a eagle, maybe? Who knows? Crow. Maybe a falcon. I don't know. This is the lay of the land. And so we're going to check out a church beforehand, but this. Oh, we bought a ticket.
You can't have a castle without a gift shop. We barely got in time for this, I think. And there's some kind of time crunch deal.
Yeah, I think they closed at 5 and we got there. Maybe I'll show the clock. We got there at 4. Here's some more of those picture type things, but I like when. Oh, oh, I will never point that out again. You can't be mean like that. Hey, listen to this guy.
Repent for this murder of his brother, and he persuaded both to elevate him as saint. So Václav, Wenceslav the saint, is killed by his brother Václav. Here is the son of Boleslav, Boleslav II, the godly, who is expanding the original small church to a bigger church here, Basilica. The first kings are buried in here, bishops. And if you look over there,
Yeah, they have nice doors in Europe.
Yeah, there's the old places.
Yeah, we didn't have much time, but yeah, this was like the cathedral of the city, or the top-notch one, or what? Yeah, they had tours here, or you could go on your own. If you wanted to take one of those tours, you'd pay extra, but you can get an idea. We'll look at the stained glass. It was phenomenal.
Funny thing is, you could fit like 2 or 3 of these in some of the cathedrals in Spain.
Oh, you're saying the ones in Spain are more impressive?
No, I mean they're just bigger.
Oh.
You could throw footballs in every direction for 100 yards.
This was a good size, but I'm wondering if they still have services here on certain days, or if it's just kind of like a.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, just some of the architecture is phenomenal. Well, you went to Catholic school, so you learned all about that stuff too, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
The different parts of the church, the nave, and God, there's tons of them. I can't.
Yeah, I tried to forget all that.
There's the part of the church where the hunchback hangs out. At least at Notre Dame.
There was a lot of money flowing back to the colonization of the Americas and various other parts of the world.
Oh, you got to take a little walkway up there if you're gonna do one of the things. Here's the confession. I'm Catholic, so I remember this as a kid. Have you been to confession lately?
No, that's been a minute.
Yeah,
I'd have to spend a while.
I'm thinking
I'm
I'd.
not sure the priest has the hours to do it.
Yeah, that's where you got to bring in the Snickers bar or something. Yeah, it'll take a moment. But yeah, that's the confession thing. Wow. That brings back memories. I don't know. I don't know if I would say fond memories. I always felt so horrible about all that. But
When I was a little kid, I remember I didn't know what I did wrong, so I'd sit there and try to invent things that I did to offend Jesus.
oh, oh, I never did all that. I didn't have to invent anything. Oh,
When I was a little kid, I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I just did it.
yeah, well, of course. That's how kids do.
And they put the pressure on you to, well, you gotta go in front of the priest and tell him everything's going on. But don't worry, it's anonymous. He'll recognize your voice because he's the same priest you've been seeing every week for the last
Yeah.
3 years, 4 years of your life. But it's anonymous. Don't worry.
Oh, Jeff. Oh, yeah, I'm having flashbacks too. Just, yeah. Oh, lordy, lordy. Look, they got lions here.
Yeah, there was
Lions are great.
church growing up.
Lions are cool.
The ceilings were, they were high, but they were not that high. And they were less stained glass. Less statues.
Well, there's more prominent churches, certainly, like you say, in Spain and France has.
They threw a lot of money at these churches in Europe, though. They were pretty bad.
I think she was. Hang on. Oh, yeah, there was a nun giving a tour. I would trust what a nun would be saying, you know. There.
I'd need to see her credentials.
Oh. Well, you never know these days. There's a lot of
I never eat. It's probably right.
Yeah. God, not. Yeah, these are, I think, were set up, if I'm not mistaken, to scare like the evil spirits away. And then some of them were used as like gutters or rain spouts, which is really kind of neat. The-
I wish our buddy Jim was still around. He was knowledgeable on that sort of thing.
yeah, well, then there's a museum area here, and you got to watch your step, right?
Yeah, this was like the originally like the district where the artisans all lived. I forget what the Golden Lane is what this is called.
The doorways are small, too. People were smaller back then, I guess, but little workshops and... Yeah, it was their old school neck of the woods kind of area.
Yeah, this is where all the shops were set up for the royals to buy from. There were craftsmen and stuff, and silversmiths, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I like the view from up, whether you call it a hill or a bluff, but yeah, formed.
I'm gonna call it a hill.
That's what you're going to call it? Oh, Jeff, don't say nothing. Be quiet.
Oh God.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Oh.
No. That's how they do. That's the younger kids. Then they post their pictures, and then you get likes and...
That you had the right idea.
Oh. Oh, yeah, those downspouts were cool. That little architectural detail. You got to love that. Here, these were by the rooms. They got a name. We were in room 24.
Yeah, the guy was telling us that initially they conceived of doing each one of these rooms up in a different style, and they kind of ran out of money.
Oh, I thought that was... this is the last night in Prague. We went to 3 different hotels in Prague. Yeah, we liked the idea that we'd stay at one. it worked out, but they kept telling us they only had room for that one night. But it was cool to have a change of hotel rooms because each one was awesome. Oh, hang on.
Bar of beer in Prague. That's damn good beer.
You got one of those beer. Oh no, you're okay.
Jeff, the beer connoisseur.
The last night we stayed in Amsterdam, we got to try duck there. That was awesome. It was a really cool area. I actually like this area of Prague better than the others.
Yeah, well, it was nice just to move around, and
This felt a little more like an authentic part of town. I mean, it was still really touristy, but not quite as touristy. I think like some people actually lived there that lived there. It wasn't all Airbnbs and just mostly.
oh, everything was like charming in Europe. They weren't like a Hilton or a Marriott. Oh yeah, you get up on a wood floor here. The ceiling was awesome with those wood
Yeah,
beams.
This hotel was awesome. This place,
And we paid what, 100? How much a night?
$120 a night maybe.
Divide by 2.
And you had a halberd on the wall in case you wanted to go crazy and start like murdering people.
The artwork was crazy. Well, you got to shit, shower, and shave. I don't know what I want to do first, I guess. That's why I had the. Oh, they had a. That was that bidet thing you mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't come with an instruction manual on it or nothing, but
Well, I think they assume you know what you're doing.
this was breakfast again. Check this all out. Where's the baked beans?
Included in the hotel fee too.
Where are the baked beans?
You know, the best part of this is the bread, man. The bread they had here was fantastic. That rustic, crusty bread and a little bit of jam.
Yeah, well, this was just nuts. Why would you eat anywhere else? And I mean, you could load up and make it skip lunch or whatever if you wanted to, because, yeah, this was just.
Yeah, omelet.
Oh, there we go. Beans and tomato sauce. Yeah. Yeah. I had to point that out. Oh, and then they even asked us if we wanted dessert afterwards. Oh, yeah, that was. And salt and pepper shakers. That's kind of like the yin and the yang. Isn't that artistic? You see how that goes, Jeff?
This was a really cool hotel, man. I would definitely stay here again. It was, like I said, it's in the Malstrana area, not right in the old town or whatever, but short taxi or boat ride away. And the guy that was at the front desk was such a character. It was like, holy crap. Every time he was so theatrical with his presentation of telling you what was good in the area and everything.
Oh, he was a character by every stretch of the imagination or whatever. He was fun.
The price of admission just for him alone, and the room was fantastic, and for the price, way cooler than anything you'll get in the old town.
Yeah, here I think I was doing the cappuccino thing, but this was all, look at it, done. Enjoy your beverage. This was, it's like mixing paint or something, but, and then this dessert thing, we were like living like how the other half lived, just for a brief moment, right?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
See, I was trying to figure out how to put these together again. I was baffled. I know there's a way to get it all.
Herbs invited.
Okay, wait. I do figure it out. Yeah, here we go. I take a while. I'm not the sharpest tack in the box. Oh, and you can sign in here. So people love this place, though. I could have gone through a lot of these pages if you spend the time to make a little diagram or a little caricature, then you enjoyed it.
This place obviously very popular with the Oriental folk.
Look at somebody even drew like an artistic picture,
That's pretty damn cool.
and their cats are all twisted here apparently.
It was funny. We finally got like really sunny weather on the day we were leaving.
Yeah. Well, we were debating what city out of the three we liked the better, Budapest, Vienna, or Prague. Have you debated or come to terms with?
To me, it was not even a question really. No, it was definitely. I like Budapest the best, Prague second best, Vienna third best. Vienna was cool, but I just thought the other two were much better.
Yeah. Well, it's each had their own style, and then in some ways similar. Here we're going to take a flight by plane. We got to start heading home. We're going to go to Amsterdam and spend a night there before we connect back to Detroit. But meanwhile, I was amusing myself while we waited in the terminal.
Was this the airport where I left my cell phone on the check-in counter?
Yes, you lost your $100 charger, and I'll be damned you were telling me now you lost your cell phone, and it's like, holy crap, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I think there was something where I had to scan something on my phone to check in or something.
We were trying to do the tickets thing, and there were those pre.
I left my phone sitting on the kiosk right next to the check-in thing where you auto-checked in. And we were wandering around, looking at things, got a beer, went to the restroom, and came back like 45 minutes later, and it was still sitting on the kiosk. And somebody was checking in there, and she said she thought it was part of the kiosk.
Yeah, you got lucky. Well, you had a black phone, and it was on a black part of the screen,
Yeah.
but you forgot the part about where you freaked out for like 10 minutes. Wow.
I don't forget about that. I still have nightmares about leaving my phone with all my pictures.
Your contacts, all your info. Yeah, it's you.
Would have been kind of par for the course because
Well, you figured you're gonna drink away those sorrows for just a bit.
I do.
Oh yeah, I think that was a relaxation thing at that point. Yeah.
After I almost lost my phone. Last time, actually, I think the very last time I went on a trip to Venice, I left my camera
In the taxi
in
cab.
the back of the taxi cab on our way to the airport for our flight at 3 a.m.
На здравие.
Yeah, I guess I did a couple of swims.
Oh, look at this fancy shot glass, though. That's your evil twin talking. No. But here, they have Polish Airlines here a lot. I get. Jeff, you're not being polite. You have to, work with me. We'll keep things positive, right? We're not taking one of these flights, though. I know they did that in the old days. You took the ladder down, but we got a flight. This whole trip was kind of like through Delta, and their KLM was part of their airline package, right?
Yeah, I'm actually switching my frequent flyer miles to KLM or
I wanted to ride that helicopter, but those kids got to it before I did. But here, recycling, Jeff, just so y'all know.
Yeah, I think I got yelled at here for almost using the wrong recycling thing.
Yes, you did. You did. Okay, we're up in the air. We're flying from Prague to Amsterdam. We had an open jaw flight, which was great.
I like your dogs.
And this was a monster busy airport. I thought you had trouble getting it out. I get it now.
Yeah, I made a bad choice. I mean, it was a decent hotel and everything, but
But this was a little bit away from the fray kind of thing.
yeah, it was not not well placed.
It it had a toilet though. It had a sink.
It was all very modern.
Very modern. Had a microwave.
Yeah, it had a lot of stuff we didn't use.
This was the lobby though. But we wanted to check out Amsterdam. We had one night. Our flight was leaving early the following morning, and we had one night to really check out what Amsterdam was like. So yeah, we're taking the taxi.
This guy was insane. It was both, actually. This guy was the only driver where I felt like we were in danger. He actually hit something on the freeway.
Oh. Yeah. Well, this was We told them to drop us off in the sightseeing area where the ladies are, the ladies of in the windows kind of thing. Yeah. So that's what he did, and we're on our own here. But we're only going to get a few minutes of this, and we'll have to continue this for episode 6 of 6. But this was a crazy night, right, Jeff? There was. Oh, well, we just noticed here, my mistake, but we were, Jeff's microphone wasn't on for a spell there. So,
Probably for the best, because I was just babbling mostly.
okay. Shit happens, I think, is what the expression that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Red light district, yeah, that's definitely. Is this like the original red light district in like the whole world?
No, I don't think so, but as you can see, it was packed with people, and don't buy drugs. They're bad, okay? Although they were selling them in almost every one of these shops, so.
Yeah, they had some kind of youth festival, like
There was an electronic music festival going on at the time. Just a tiny little patch on Detroit's EMF festival, but still, it was a big thing, and so you can see it was packed down here.
And all youngins, like the 20, 30 type crowd.
Yeah, and it almost felt like a zoo when you're walking past the girls in the window, and all these hen parties walking past, and it's people who obviously have no interest in procuring the services of the ladies there, but they were on display nonetheless, and it just was kind of weird.
God, do you have to explain everything for?
Well, it's just my take on it. It just didn't feel kind of like, I don't know.
Ooh, €100 fine. Don't do that.
Don't piss in the street.
Oh, God.
Or in the canal.
Please drink inside. Yeah, they had rules here. You had to abide by the rules.
Yeah, it was a little crowded, as you can see.
Oh, the windows kind of like were to the right there, I think. And, yeah, it was It was kind of like Showtime, but they didn't want you to take pictures directly or whatever, or in any way, because there would be a big fine.
Yeah, there was like a €250 fine for filming any of the ladies of the evening.
Yeah, as much as me, myself, and I, plus my evil twin, we both, or we're all in agreement on this. I would have loved to have videotaped all that, but yeah, I didn't want that €250 fine. So I'll try to behave.
Yeah, Amsterdam was relatively expensive compared to the other places we visited, but it was cool. If I go back, and I'm sure I will because it's a transit hub in Europe, I would probably visit Haarlem or some of the other areas. Check out the Rijksmuseum.
Oh, that's it, Jeff. 1 hour, so we're going to save this for next week's show.
Bye, everybody.